Yes. Should be Base Boxing Basement. Please remember to like and subscribe if you like my things. Right, listen. Just watched Ben Whittaker. Benzo. Ben Whittaker, as he calls himself. He's Khalid Graidia. If I'm pronouncing that okay. Well, I gotta say, I got a bit of a love-hate thing on Whittaker. Obviously, I like to troll him about his eyes being too close together, right? And, he is a bellend. There's no doubt about that. But I watch him, man, every fight. I look forward to it when he's on the bill. You got to be honest with him. You got to be honest with you. Yeah? People say he's a bit of a Nas copycat. Yeah, there's only one Nas. Only one Prince Nas. But he has his own style as well, Whittaker. Yeah? And he's fighting in a higher division, which makes it more dangerous. The risks you take, because at his weight, people punching harder blood. But yeah, I mean, Benzo, Ben Whittaker. Yeah, he always looks slick. He does that pullback head thing. He does get caught once in a while with guys who are not that good with clean shots, and it happened in the first round. But apart from that, mainly it was all Whittaker. And I always do get the feeling when he moves up, he will get chinned, he will get hit because you can't take them risks at his weight. What is it, light heavyweight? Yeah. The commentary compared Ben Whittaker to Apollo Creed, which was a bit weird. I mean, I'm still going to make a video about Apollo. It's sad to see him go. I wonder if he had the jib jabber. I mean, he was old, obviously, but he's in shape. This is a guy who's in shape, who's been an athlete all his life, man. He ain't getting his drink on. But yeah, they said, they compared him to the master of disaster. I'm like, come on, man. That's a bit of a reach, blood. Apollo Creed ain't no real boxer, by the way, just in case you know. And he showboats all the time. And then Natasha Jonas, I mean, you can have a worse person commentating, could you, than Natasha Jonas. With an irritating Scouse accent, and she's a woman. Women's voice don't carry authority, man. They're not as clear. It's just irritating. She was like, I said they discussed the showboating. Oh, some people hate it. They think it's disrespectful and all this kind of thing. The two ways. The old guys would not like it, but the youths will like it. She was, that's how he expresses himself. That's such a cop out. That's how he expresses himself. But that's just a big cop out. You're being a bellend. Yeah, you're taking the mick and you're being disrespectful. And yeah, and we'll get you eyes though, and that's fine, man. Yeah, and he dropped him with a body punch. And he did this silly dance with a twirl. And I had to admit, I laughed. I quite enjoyed it, man. And he still got clipped again later in the round. But Graidia was very tough. We know this. I think he went the distance with Aziz, I think, recently. And in one of the rounds, the guy's mugging him off, right? And he taps his head. the guy's dropped his head a bit and he's tapped it on the top. And does these silly dances, and I had to be honest, man, I couldn't stop laughing. I wouldn't quite say I'm to like the prick, but I enjoy watching the little prick. You know what I'm saying? He got good telling off by the sour ref. The ref let him get away with a few things like twirling and that, but you give him a big telling off. I don't think that's really necessary. And like I said, I have to be honest, he's very entertaining, even though it's a low level and he's mugging off journeymen, and Naz used to do that bit himself. And I go as far as to say that, he is or maybe even more entertaining than Hamed, with his stupidities. I don't know. There's only one Hamed, as I said. And like I said, a lot heavier, it's a lot more dangerous to take them risks. I can imagine loads of guys are cringing, and I look on the forums, I want a bella, and I can't wait till he gets knocked out. And I'm like that as well, ultimately. But this is the hurt show business, the crowd were loving it. They booed the ref when he was telling him off. And loads of people think he's a bellend, obviously. But they will be entertained. Yeah? If everybody was doing that kind of trick, it'd be lame, but I'll enjoy it, man. And he will get knocked flat, and I do want him to get knocked flat. I don't know who, but what level, maybe British level, maybe go for the world title and get flattened. I don't know. I hope he gets flat out at one stage and becomes a meme, but I still enjoy watching it. And at the end of the fourth, I think it was, before the fifth, his corner go and finish him in this round. And yeah. And he did. Took him apart. Battered him, finished him. You know, he's very flashy, yes. He's a total bellend, yes. His eyes are too close together, yes. But he can fight and he is entertainment. He has some power. In the interview, yeah, it was a bit cringe. He started talking in an actual Naz accent. And you know, it's like the Triple R, where the triple bum talks in an Italian Bruce accent. He's talking in a Naz accent. And then he did this lame, what's it called? Rhyme, this poem. I can dance, I can shimmy, but I broke him down in a jiffy. It's just so cringe. The interviewer just ignored it. No one in the crowd laughed. Afterwards, he did say, "Thanks to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ," which was unexpected. I've seen him put this up, but I just hope he's sincere. I mean, I've seen some weird stuff and that he puts on this. I mean, I think he's probably bought. You know, by a lot of these guys, and I pretend to be Christians just to kind of shame Christianity. So he's probably one of them, man. You know, I don't see a lot of sincerity in that guy. But anyway, yeah, like I said, it was entertaining. It was a good performance. Yeah. And the problem is, yeah, his eyes are too close together. Yeah. And so he'll see the straight shots coming easy, right? You know, like a hunter, because his eyes are close together. Right? But not the roundhouse shots that come around the corner. Like Halil Colwell, who looks like Admiral Akbar. You know how lizards' eyes on the side of their heads. And also they move around. That's why they got a great field of vision. But anyway, yeah. Loads of people want to see the bum get knocked out. But he's not a bum. He's a talent. But, you know. And I believe it will happen. But, yeah, you know. It's fun. And I'll watch him. Believe that. Benzo the Bellend. With the eyes that are too close together. I'll watch him.